Welcome back, traders. How are you doing today? Today is April 14th. We got about 5 minutes until the market opens, and the markets are very bullish today. From lows of 441 on Friday to highs of 465 on Sunday night, and then over hours pushing up very nicely to now what is 464 and some change. And get to 465, 467 being a previous resistance. I am curious to see what happens here in about 5 minutes, guys. So excited to be here with you all today. Excited for another week of trading. It is Monday. So Monday trading day for sure. Share my link with everyone in our groups and channels and everywhere around. We just crossed over 600 Discord members, so very close to our first 1,000 Discord members. Of course, on YouTube, we have over 7,200 members now, and we're working our way up to 10,000 on YouTube. And of course, Facebook, we have over 73,000 subscribers in our Investing for Beginners community. So definitely check it out. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and joining a fast-growing community that helps people learn how to be more consistently profitable in the stock market. Whew. And with all that said, my links are shared. We are ready to go. And if you guys are not following me on Insta, we are working on building another Instagram account. We just hit 500 followers. We've gotten to thousands of followers multiple times, and accounts got banned, blocked, or deleted. So help us get our account back up to a reasonable number on Instagram. All the links were provided for you in the description or in the comment section. All right, so links are shared. If everyone's wondering, what the heck is this guy doing? I am sharing my links to the world. To the world, Craig. Okay, here we go. And we are done. We are done. We are ready to make some money. We're ready for people to come in and join us and get started with our challenge. Now, if this is your first time watching, guys, I took a $200 account from January 1st of this year, 2025, and we already are up just shy of $3,000. Our goal is to make $25,000 this year, or at least grow our account to that size so we can get above that PDT rule. So very excited to be here, very happy to be a part of your guys' success as well. So let me know if there's anything I can do for you guys that I could help you with. That way I could be a catalyst with your success, in your success, for your success. If you have any questions today during this live stream, feel free to ask. If there's any stocks that you want me to take a look at for you, maybe you're considering investing in it, or maybe you are already invested in it and you want to know the overall direction, I can help with that for sure. Okay, so 465 is a pretty solid resistance. Looks like it is about to pass that resistance level. There we go, 465, 460, 502. So TQQQ this morning would have been very nice, or even yesterday holding at $45 all the way up to 52. SQQQ selling off to $33. But guys, look at this. I think, this is just my opinion here, but I think this is going to get rejected right at that moving average with that 469, 470. I do believe 470, this will get rejected pretty hard. This high was 468. So between 468 and 470, I do believe this will get rejected. Or if it gets above those levels, then we will continue to push up. But right now it looks like we are seeing a little bit of bullish action. Market opens in just a few minutes here. In about 1 minute, the market opens. And I would love to short the heck out of this thing at $33, but there's nothing saying this thing cannot skyrocket and push up even higher. Okay, want to make sure you guys are all aware of that. Looks like SQQQ is back to its previous levels pretty much. Looks like it's got down to about $25. So I want you guys to be aware of that. If this can go down to $25 on SQQQ. There we go. I would love to see this begin to sell off. Pretty sure all my links are shared. Everything is good here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And how are you guys doing? How was your weekend? I went and watched the new Minecraft movie with the kiddos. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Little weird, but that's okay. I don't really watch a lot of movies, so that's all right. Okay, looks like we're getting a strong rejection. Doesn't necessarily mean anything, though. Here we go. Market is open. Market is beginning to sell off, but this could be a fake out here. Apple trying to push up, Microsoft selling off, Nvidia selling off. All these companies, is it a fake for the bears or is it a fake for the bulls? There we go. Are we going to get more bullish? More bullish action? Hello, hello. Good morning. I think QQQ is extremely overbought. It's going to hit this level here. If it gets above this moving average, then we could see it be very bullish. But if it's going to continue to sell off, change direction, then we can see this begin to sell off pretty quickly here. We're going to take a light 10 shares on SQQQ at 33.90. Very risky. We are shorting the market today, okay? Let me know if the alerts are a little bit too loud. Celsius sell, it got to 38, but just not holding at 38 right now. Cinex can't get above 17. PLTR pushed up to 97. I remember we were just talking about this in our Sunday stock talk. Very nice. SoFi needs to get above 12, but it is holding above 11. SMCI selling off. LUNR pushing up above 8. You know, 750 to 8 is a nice little solid move there. If we can get from 8 to 850, that'd be nice. Sound pushing up. Gold selling off a little bit this morning. Bitcoin pushing up. It is above that moving average for the first time in a little while on that 4 hour. So we're going to see if this holds. And are we getting a retracement today? Are we getting a retracement? That's what I want to know. Here we go. Sell-off is real. Big red green candle on the 5-minute. Big red candle. Here we go. We're going to add to our position. Buying 20 shares at $34. $33.99 to be specific. As QQQ begins to sell off back to this moving average potentially, and maybe even lower than that, we can definitely make some solid profits here. Good morning, good morning. Markets are selling off again. I'm so happy we got in when we did. We got in 10 shares at 33.90, 20 shares at 34. Still buy another 20 shares. Is this a fake out for the bulls? Could have been. Nvidia is at 113. Tesla pushing up slightly. Costco pushing up. Everything's slightly pushing up here. Shouldn't have sold my 5 shares on Friday. Could have swing traded those. Been up, what, 45.40? 45.40 to where it is now. $6 per share, like $30. Not bad. Good morning. How you guys doing? How was your weekend? Hope you guys all had a great weekend. There we go. Looks like it's bouncing off of that moving average. Not good for our short. There we go. Continuing to sell off. This will continue to push up. Now, if it really wants to sell off and get past this moving average, we're going to buy even more, about 34.47 or something like that. Okay, let's see if it bounces off of this moving average as it acts as a support, or does it sell off and actually go below. It's trying to bounce. Beautiful fake out. Markets are super overbought. Okay, I want you guys to understand that. Super overbought. And we are testing this moving average up here, okay? So it could be a lot of choppiness again today. There we go. SQQQ selling off right there. Buy. We're going to buy another 20 shares at 34.38. As this continues to sell off, we're going to add more to it. We're probably done with the ads. We're at 50 shares. So as it sells off, we'll be able to get a better... Come on, keep selling off, baby. Okay, markets are continuing to fall. We're up 1% on our SQQQ position. Take profit's going to be probably 35. Unless it breaks 35, then I'm thinking maybe gap fill like 36. And that'd be nice. 36, 100, 150 bucks today. Now remember, my goal is 2% a day. Right now we're up 1% on this trade. And there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Keep that selling pressure. Keep it going. Keep it up. We got another half a point to go down. SQ and Q can go up another point. There we go. Retesting. QQQ retesting this as a resistance now instead of a support. If you haven't seen our dividend series on Saturdays, definitely check it out. It's a great series. If you feel like day trading is a lot more risky, you're just not catching on, you're losing a lot of money, or it's just not your style, consider dividend investing. We have our second video out for our Saturday dividend series. So that's 6 monthly paying stocks just for you to check out, okay? Okay, market's trying to recover. Okay, this could be a bear trap moving into more bullishness today. Could also be a bull trap going into more bearishness today, okay? Tariffs are paused. There's been a lot of talk about China and their electronic components and computers and phones being exempt from the 145% tariff, but not necessarily good news. There we go. Let's go back to red. Nice bull trap there. Beautiful bull trap, guys. Come on. Yes. Continue to sell off. That was an insane green candle, guys. Those are the candles where they make you lock in profit. Like they make you second guess your trade as far as locking in profits, right? So here we go. We're up almost 2% here on the trade. Very beautiful push to this moving average. QQQ going to be testing the moving average. So I would like to see this not hold. I would like to see this get broken and come down to lower lows. But if it holds this moving average, we can see a pretty significant bounce, okay? Apple selling off, testing that moving average, right? If it gets below that moving average, it's going to sell off. Microsoft super toppy. Nvidia selling off to 112. Amazon down to 183. AVGO selling off. Meta selling off. Netflix selling off. Tesla selling off. So I think we're doing okay as far as our position here. SQQQ, we are up almost 2%. Again, we want to see this cross over that moving average here. Crosses over moving average, we can get a nice run up to 36.80. All right, testing moving average. This could be a significant bounce, okay? We could bounce literally right off of this moving average. Woo! QQQ selling off today. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's see. 2% already. Set a stop on half. No, we ain't stopping today. We selling off today, buddy. Let's see here. 459.70. Is it bouncing off of that average? It's kind of. Let's see. Are we going to recover here? Or are we going to sell off? Market is going to continue to sell off here. SQQQ still pushing up. 2% on their trade for the day. Again, our goal is 2%, so we already have hit our goal. Here we go, market's selling off. Yep, there it is. Market's selling off at $45. We're going to set a stop at 34.80, 39, 35. We're up almost $50 on the day. Does it retrace? A big retracer. The only thing about stops is when you're stopped out, you're stopped out. I'd rather just have my market limit set to 50, right? Or to half of that, right? 25. See what happens here, right? Look at that big green candle. Right back above that moving average. Hey, Yokton, how you doing? 458.80. 458.80. Looks like this might recover. I'm holding on this one. It's only been 15 minutes, okay? 15 minutes. Markets are selling off. It's testing a key support level here on the moving average. If it holds, we'll get more bullishness. If it doesn't and it sells off, it gets below this moving average, we'll have more selling pressure. And yeah, looking good on SQQQ. We have 50 shares at 34.14. Been slowly averaging up as it goes up. And yeah, I'm hoping that this is a solid trade. We're up $50 just a moment ago at that peak. And now we're just really waiting for that sell-off confirmation, right? Really waiting to get that selling pressure. Okay, we want to be careful. This isn't a potential reversal, but also, you know, be careful. This could be a potential bull trap too. We could think the market's going to reverse, you get in, and then it actually sells off and makes lower lows. Okay, be very careful. Here we go. It's going to get below that moving average. We are going to see more selling pressure here. Boom, back up to 2%, $40 on our trade here. I'd love to see this thing skyrocket up. $36. Let's go. 36.30, 36.80 would be fantastic. So now we can go from, you know, wishing and hoping and breaking even on bad trade setups to now just considering when are we going to take profits on good setups. You didn't really miss out, Yokton. If it breaks this range, it's going to sell off more. Like right now, boom, it broke it. It's going to start selling off even more now. So I mean, you still have like $1 per share potential here. QQQ down to 458. And my problem is I always sell too early. These things will run and I'll block in 50 or 100 and it'll run another $200 and I'll miss out on most of it. Trying to recover here. Not looking good for SQQQ. Let's see. Are we getting a reversal here? Now this can change for any reason. This can go right back to positive real quick here, okay? A lot of consolidation there. Testing 9 EMA. Okay, QQQ consolidating around 460. The overall NASDAQ trying to find that support at 460. Now it could come all the way back down and retest a moving average too, okay? We can get a solid reversal. all the way back up to moving average, or this can still sell off. Look at that. Come on, baby. And remember, it's not even the first 30 minutes yet, so usually we'll wait 30 minutes to show signs of direction. And right now it's showing like it might build a support here at this moving average. And remember, we are trading within this range, so it could go up, it can come back down, it can go back up. It could sell off majority of the day, it could pump majority of the day. Got about 10 minutes until 10 o'clock. About 10 minutes until 10 o'clock, and then that's when some more, something else will happen, right? We'll kind of see more or less direction. Okay, looks like it is bouncing a little bit off of that 458. So that's going to be kind of a tough, or 460, 459. 459 will be a strong support as well. Now, NASDAQ is oversold. It is oversold, okay, on both indicators. We're up $50 a moment ago on SQQQ. What we want to do is try to maximize our profits today. Early stages of a possible reversal here, right? Got that consolidation and that potential push up, that confirmation period. Got curling over the MACD. There we go. Let's see. First test of strength for the market. The market wants to recover. Let's see if we're going to get enough buying pressure for this to recover. Doesn't mean it has to. This can technically bounce and sell off, and it could go up higher than 465. It can get up to 465 and get rejected. We could continue trading within this small range. So there's quite a few things that could happen today, and we're just keeping an eye out for it. Okay, nice red candle. Okay, NASDAQ getting rejected here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Lower high on the day for sure. Notice how we're making higher highs. Now we're making lower highs, right? Go back up to 2%. Love to see it. That would have been a nice little entry right there, yoked in. 34.50. 34.75. There we go. Back down to 460. 459.70. Same thing here. We got to get above that moving average or below the moving average, okay? We get below the moving average on the 5-minute and we're in. We're in some money. A lot of consolidation here. There we go. QQQ pushing up now. Let's see. A lot of choppiness right now. Got 5 minutes until 10 o'clock. About 5 minutes till 10 o'clock. And then we should see true direction, right? Is this selling off or is this bullish? A lot of consolidation at these areas for most of these tech companies within NASDAQ holding. I think the NASDAQ market is super overbought right now, right? It went all the way up to 468. It's going to have to get above 468 to get another breakout. But since then, we really haven't come down that much. We came down to 432. You know, we may come down to 450 today, 453 if it decides to sell off. Where's everybody out on this fine Monday morning? Where is everyone? There we go. NASDAQ selling off. Love to see it. I'm here waiting for my setup. Hey, good idea, man. Good idea. Bitcoin, a lot of consolidation here, right? If we can get below this, it's going to drive the market down even more. If it holds, then it could break above and go even higher, right? So we're just kind of consolidating in this range, trying to figure out what are we doing today, right? Got about 3 minutes. Direction is looking weak though. When you look at a 5-minute chart, it's like it's holding right here. Does not mean it has to hold. All we need to do is for it to break that moving average one time, and we can see some significant selling pressure. Now there's somewhat of a ascending support going on here. Do you guys see that? Looks like it's kind of trying to have this support right here. And so if this keeps happening where it makes higher lows, then we could see a reversal, right? Let's just see what happens. Okay, looks like it's actually holding on that ascending support level right there. Just waiting. If this breaks below 459, we're going to be making some money. We already have 50 shares at 34.14 for SQQQ. So we are already in a position here. Got about 1 minute for the market, for 10 o'clock on the market. About 1 minute here. All right, QQQ beginning to sell off. 50 shares. Wow, you could trade WEBULL now, guys. It's called Bull. BULL is the ticker symbol. You could trade WEBULL. It is now a publicly traded company. Okay. Here we go. 10 o'clock. Market makers come in. A lot of people coming in. Are we going to get a fake out? Are we going to get more selling pressure? 10 o'clock. Not liking this, though. I am not liking this at all. A lot of consolidation right now. No, just because I'm going short doesn't mean you guys can't go long. Okay, this could be a good opportunity to pick up some shares at a cheaper price. Could be a good opportunity to go long on TQQQ. As this begins to go up, if QQQ recovers, then you might want to go long on TQQQ. But if it doesn't recover and it continues to sell off, then I'm going to continue to hold my SQQQ position. Okay, QQQ fighting at 460. Not looking good. A lot of choppiness here. Last time it was choppy, it just did this, kind of flatlined a little bit. Market's consolidating. Let's see if it holds this moving average here. QQQ back to 461. Again, this could be an area of reversal here, right? This could push all the way back up to 465 now. Is the SMA 7 the same as MA 20? I have no idea, man. Test it out. Try it out. I used the 45 EMA and the 9 EMA, and then I used the 200 MA. Well, it broke that 45. I'd love to see if it stays rejected here. If not, then we'll need to get out. Holding very nicely on that 5-minute. Still looking at some rejection here on the 4-hour though. Dang. What's it doing? Fake out. Testing moving average, getting rejected. We may have to sell out of this. It's about to break out down, I think. Yep. $462.50. It's crazy feeling to be up 50 and then back down. You know, even selling half right there would have been great. Again, being greedy. Already up 2% on the day. It was like 2 or 3%, and I had to be greedy about it. I really believe the market can sell off more, but it doesn't have to just because I think so. Yep, looks like QQQ is making higher highs now. 463. I really believe this can get rejected though at 465. Like it's a big recovery, but at the same time, I think it can get rejected, right? I don't know. It held that moving average pretty solid though. Did hold on to that moving average pretty nicely. Dang, I was up 3% and I was too greedy to lock in profits. I wanted more. Okay, it's interesting. It found some resistance here at 463. That would be an interesting. Making a lower high like this. Lower high for sure. Does it hold above that moving average? There we go. Okay, we held. We were patient. Sweating a little bit. But looks like we're doing okay still. This is a beautiful leg down. Let's see if we can hold this. Next leg could be 460, right? Super choppy today. There we go, back below moving average on the 1 minute. Okay, another big red candle here on NASDAQ. There we go, it's pushing up. So I believe this could be the condition of the market, honestly. You know, conditions of the market could definitely be very choppy like this, especially at these levels. We're going to do our part by locking in profits when it does start to begin to go back up. Last area that we bought was 34.38. So we are just about to pass our last buy point. We're going to have a 25 stop, and then we're going to have a 25 sell. This breaks below, let's see, we got a stop set to lock in some profits here, and then we could also sell 25 at market. Okay, so we got a stop and we got a market sell. Okay, about to go up to 1% again. There we go. I'd love to see a significant sell-off with this. Make our money, get out, go start our day. I got a walk today with the wife. I got a run today for a marathon I'm training for. And got some useful videos, helpful videos coming out for our Learn to Earn library. We got a lot of stuff going on today. Kids are back at school. We got a pretty solid lunch I want to eat. Come on. That was a nice push. But is it going to be enough? QQQ. I want to see those lower lows. It's very early in the day still, too. Anything could happen. $34.40. I'm going to raise my stop up because it doesn't look like we're doing very good here. It's very early in the day. I mean, it could take literally all day for this to sell off. It could be very choppy within these levels. It could even come up to this 468, 470 retest and then sell off. It could do a lot today, right? We don't want to get stuck holding the bag on the wrong direction. We're still seeing some selling pressure here. $34.40s. Here's our stop. I'm going to raise our stop to $34.50 for 25 shares. $34.50. There we go. NASDAQ selling off. Back to 460.50. Just don't think it's going to happen. We're going to cancel that stop at 34.50 because, again, we could get stopped right at that number. Still trying to find that support on NASDAQ, but I like that it's still selling off. So we're going to be a little bit more patient. I guess I'll have my stop down here just in case. Just in case. Very choppy today. So I think we're going to have to give this a little bit more time, guys, to figure out what the market is going to do as all the news from the weekend gets factored in, whether it's bullish or bearish. I believe we have a little bit of time still for this to figure out the overall direction. Today there's a bunch of speakers, but nothing really major. Tomorrow, an hour before the market, some news comes out. So yeah, with that said, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and potentially end the live stream. We've already been live for 50 minutes. And again, there's just no major direction. It's just kind of stuck at 461. QQQ is just kind of stuck in this little range here. As long as it continues to sell off, I don't mind holding SQQQ, right? But the moment QQQ begins to retrace, gets above this moving average and begin to make higher highs, then I'm going to have to cut my losses on SQQQ. Okay, QQQ about to break 461. Back down to 460. Here we go, big red candle. Whew. That's exactly what we want, guys. Continue that selling pressure here. We're already up almost 2%. Want to make sure this is going to sell off here, okay? There we go. Lower lows on NASDAQ. Up 2%. Come on. QQQ 460.30. 460.40. Come on, look at all this consolidation at 460.50. A lot of consolidation at 460.50. We got to break that. We got to break 460 and stay below 460. Go, another leg down. 459. Up 2% almost. There we go, 2% on the day, 34. QQQ under 460 now. Are we getting a recovery again? 460. Got to get below this moving average, guys. We get below this, we are going to be looking good. And if it holds support, we are not looking good. Just waiting. There we go, another leg down. Come on. Okay, a little bit more action here, right when we were gonna end the live stream. Well, just a lot of choppiness, guys. So choppy right here at this level. So dang choppy. Yeah, really slow morning. Come on, we need to see you get rejected here. Hmm. This could be the early stages of a reversal for SQQQ, or it could begin to sell off more. Same with QQQ. This could be the early stages of reversal on the downside, or it's so bullish right now it can continue to push up and make higher highs. So still just kind of holding right now. There we go. This will be a good help right here. Another leg down. There we go. Seeing some red on the 5-minute. Big red candle. Okay, we're continuing to hold. As long as this make lower lows, we're doing good. But I'd really love to see it break. When we get those breaks, like if it breaks 458, you know, this can go to 455, 453 in a very small amount of time. So just not getting that breakout that we're looking for. Still testing 461 as a resistance or as a support. Okay, QQQ trying to push up. Very weird choppy level here. Holding above that moving average. I would love to see it get rejected. Could be a bull trap. You know, everyone's thinking, let's load, 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 get ready to go up, and actually it sells off, right? Or same with the bear trap. No upward momentum, no signs of progress, so let's short, 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 and it traps. And as time goes on, the more we hold above this, the more bullish it will become. Flavia, what indicators you use for your strategy? Right now, as far as indicators, I'm using moving averages. I'm using the 9 EMA, the 45 EMA, the 200 MA, and then I have the MACD, the RSI. I use volume, and then of course my order book level 2 market data, but that's not always as important when trading this style. Momentum trading, you may want to look at that more when you're momentum trading. QQQ still holding above moving average. You guys see that? Still holding above moving average, getting rejected off of 45 EMA. So that would be nice to continue to see some rejection here. A lot of choppiness, a lot of consolidation. Again, we're up $50 at one point, 3%, and it just wasn't enough for me. So I don't know. Still getting rejected. Now it's interesting because this is holding above or below that moving average, right? We just need to get above it. Same with QQQ. Get below that moving average and we'll see some breakouts. We didn't see a breakout above because it held. Got a little bit of green on the MACD. Could reverse very harshly to us as well. Could make that lower high though, still again, and get a, get a, this like rejection area. Still holding above our plan here. If it was down here, we could be a little bit more worried, but because we're in the money, we can hold. We could even hold to the moving average. Which we may have to do. If this breaks that moving average, it's going to pop. I'm going to go down a little bit in case it does come down a little bit, stop people out, and then get rejected. Could potentially sell off here. Sell off or recover. Are we going to recover here? Are we going to get rejected off this trend line or this moving average? Holding. Should have sized out a little bit up here at 35.17. Honestly, that was the trade. 33 to 35, 4% profit, $1.50 per share. You couldn't ask for more, right? Couldn't ask for a better trade setup in the first 15 minutes. And it looks like this thing is going to go bullish, possibly. Yep, here we go. And there's that push. 34.20 is my stop. So we'll still make a few dollars if this sells off. Almost nothing, but better than losing money. $34.20 is my stop. Love to see this get rejected for another leg down. Looks like it's going to recover. That's why it's important to have a stop, okay? Again, could have locked in 50, 30, and here we are back to only $7. And the markets could sell off literally right after this big move up here. It could sell off and come down. Am I willing to risk that and hold it and potentially lose money? Not really. Not really. Okay, about to get stopped out here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're going to have another leg down for QQQ. And again, it could go all the way up to 468 and get rejected hard. Okay, getting rejected off of that level there. That's interesting. Nope. Looks like it's going to follow this moving average up if it doesn't get rejected off of this. Very interesting, right? Very interesting. QQQ getting rejected off of there. Actually now technically forming that lower high again. It's a very odd lower high, but fake bull trap, right? Bull trap, bull trap, bull trap, making lower highs. So if you bought up here, you're already lower than where you bought. If you bought up here, you're lower than where you bought. If you bought here, you're lower than where you bought, and so on. So definitely still making lower highs on the day, which is good to see. And there we go. QQQ getting rejected again. Super odd, choppy day, guys. Very odd, very choppy. Don't like the way it moves like this. Struggling to stay above 462 now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is that leg up. Or another fake out. Now it's that push up, okay? NASDAQ look like it is going to recover. 34.20 is my stop. Just so choppy. This is ridiculous. Look at all this chop again. Yep, looks like we may get stopped out. So choppy. I believe the markets are going to recover. Yep, it looks like they are going to want to recover. Following this 9 EMA up. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hold my stop here at 34.20. If this does begin to show signs of going up, QQQ does show signs of it selling off, then I'll slowly start to raise my stop up with it. But I believe probably by the end in this live stream, or maybe even right now, I should get stopped out. And there we go. I got stopped out. So that's okay. That's okay. This can begin to recover. QQQ can go up to 465 and beyond. It could get rejected at 465, but 465 is probably going to be that next level. Okay. So we didn't lose money today, but we didn't really make any. Locked in $3. Nothing crazy. Again, we're up $50, and because I was a little greedy, didn't want to take a little off the top, even half at 35, I just didn't. I didn't. So, you know, obviously this was a key support level. So by trading from this here to here, not bad, right? Same thing here, buying at 33 to 35, 4% profit. And unfortunately, we couldn't lock it in. We're up 3%, did not lock it in. Locked in way less than what I expected today. So nonetheless, very slow day. Go check our Friday and Thursday videos from last week. Those are a lot faster. I made a lot of money, a lot faster, and a lot more different than the way this one turned out. So appreciate you guys' time. Like always, remember to smash the like button, and we'll see you all in the next video.